up? It's me, Britannia, and you're watching episode 6 of No Filter Fridays. And I got all this melanin in here with me today. The topic for today, ladies, do you guys think the industry shows favoritism in skin color and ethnicity? That's deep. Stay tuned. Oh, sorry, girl. Hey y'all, what's up? Thank you guys for tuning in today. Please welcome my lovely ladies. Introduce yourself.
My name is Jocelyn, aka Brown Rich. My name is Marlise. Hey y'all, it's Nene.
Hey, I'm Asha.
Hey.
Welcome to the girl.
Right, and welcome to the girl. Okay, so how do you feel about favoritism and glorifying a certain skin tone and or ethnicity?
Being dark skinned, I feel like a lot of times I get like the lower like kind of like spectrum of that. So just to say, it's definitely prevalent, especially in the industry. I've been on jobs where obviously you see all the models are like usually a lighter skin tone, and then like the dancers are like the background, the help, the loud ghetto friend. You know, we're always dark skinned kind of vibe. But you know, I definitely think it's there. I've experienced it myself. Have you?
I lost a job to a blonde girl yesterday. So.
Oh shit! Wow. So it's very present. Okay, so how do you feel, Marlise? I know that you're curly now, but I know you used to wear weaves. How do you feel about going from natural to used to wearing long weaves?
For me, the transition, it made me like love myself more, honestly, and be more comfortable than for me being how I really am. How I ended up being natural, I actually took a workshop and I got into commercial work, and long story short, my teacher said I was great, but nobody wanted to book me. And he didn't know why, I didn't know why, and then he told me maybe you should switch your look up. And at this time I had, the weave, the long hair, the straight long hair all the way to my booty. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing like no natural look. And he's like, you should try it, because at the end of the day, you gotta be relatable to the regular black woman at home. And I thought about it and I'm like, okay, you're right, let me try it. Let's see what happens if not the weave's going back in. So, took the weave out, chopped my hair, went natural, and then literally like 3 different agencies wanted to book me based on that. And I'm like, what? How? So that's how that ended up. And it's been interesting, and I never went back, and I like it. And I've accepted myself being natural.
So, we can always do different hairstyles, curly, straight, braids, obviously. How do we feel about, we've been doing so many different hairstyles for so long, but when other ethnicities do it, it becomes popular. How do you feel about all this industry, favoritism, hair, skin tone?
I mean, I personally experienced the braids thing. Like, I've lost a job to a white girl with braids. Different braids, nevertheless, still braids. And it was because, my braids made me look too ethnic, but I guess hers made her look trendy. So it's definitely there, but that's the most that I've ever personally had to do with it. But at the same time, I feel like I also have benefited from it, if I'm being honest. Like, there's been a shift. Like, now it's cool to be black, it's cool to be woke, and I'd be lying to say that I never benefited off of that. Like, for the past 2 years, that's been most of my jobs. And that feels good. Like, I like when I see a casting notice sometimes and it says, oh, darker girls or no white girls. And I've heard people complain about it, but it's really hard for me to feel bad when that's been the industry for much longer than 2 years.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm not gonna apologize for finally having like an end or people actually demanding me and my kind. I don't have to work hard. I have to make myself look like anything other than black, because that's what they want.
Yeah,
and it's not even this image of black now. Like, they really are accepting us.
Yeah,
like, I'm on jobs where everybody is wrapping their hair at night.
Fire.
Everybody's trying to figure out what kind of braids they gonna do. We all gotta get our fishnets dyed because they don't make them in our complexion, but we all gotta get them. We all on one accord. Like that's where we at. And it's like little things like that I think the other side doesn't see. Like, that's hard sometimes, like for us. And I'm not gonna apologize for finally having it like a little easier. It'll shift around though eventually.
But it's always fun.
Right now.
It's shifting.
It's what it is. It's the industry. It's not fair. It's not gonna be fair
ever.
And I'm not it is what it is person. but it's like you'll find solutions and you kind of find ways to cope until you get solutions.
Right.
That's all. Like, I'll figure it out.
Okay, so that was really good points as far as, like, black and melanin being in right now. So how do we feel about twerking, and if a white girl, or not to say a white girl, but if another ethnicity was in little shorts, twerking and, doing all this type of stuff, they're glorified and, oh my gosh, she can do this, but when we do it, I mean, we're low-key the originators of the
Low-key, high-key.
we get shamed for it.
Right.
So how do you feel about people comparing the two and saying one is nice and one is not? Colorism,
and body shaming too.
And
because at the end of the day, black women, we have curves. Like for the most part, if you're black, you definitely have some curves somewhere. And I think the industry, and it's not even just the industry, the audience, people in general, just kind of assume that it's more tacky. If we were in some booty shorts twerking, we'd be like, what are they doing? They're doing too much alcohol, they look trashy. And then if it's, a different ethnicity and they're slim and they're doing it, like, yeah, and it's all of a sudden commercial.
Right.
Like how?
This topic is always like tricky, you know what I mean? Because it's like a clear line between, honestly, black and white, black and color, you know what I mean? And for us, like with us having shapes and butts and, the whole thing that's natural. I mean, it even goes down to like the conversation of like, can you wear a certain dress to church? You know, because my butt is big. Or to work, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing here.
Even for school.
Even for school, right?
I used to get something.
Right.
Yes.
So even if you're doing like the whole braids and no braid situation, like I see things, and personally, just being a black woman, like I embrace it. I know I embrace the hell out of my blackness, and I feel disrespect a lot of times when I do see another race that does get booked for over a black woman, or I mean, even down to dating. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that another race can get respect and we can't. You know what I mean? For the simple fact of things that we're born with. So I think the same thing happens in the industry. Like everything that they're gonna do is always gonna be better. So for us, it's amazing that we do have our own lane now. And I think it's always been there, but I think now it's almost like, unfortunately, like, the person over that shit can just be like, all right, I'm ready to switch gears now. Yeah. Oh, it looks like, wow, that black woman was beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna change my whole entire vision now, and I want this. I don't know how many times I'm always like the person that's like, we want your same short hair, or now I'm like the one they go off of. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when I get there, it's like, oh, you're a one dark skin. Oh my God, you know what I mean? Like you're the different one now. You know what I mean? And that was just always something that we deal with, especially like I know I deal with that at school. You know what I mean? Like being bullied and stuff. And then now the whole thing has switched. Like everybody's first compliment is always something about your damn skin color. Yeah. But I mean, like that shit irks me. I mean, even down to things like bamboo earrings. Like bamboo earrings is something like this is our culture, you know what I mean? Like bamboo earrings, balls in our hair, like braids, like this is our culture, like this is what we do, you know what I mean? And that shit is disrespectful as fuck for somebody else to come in, steal that shit, call it something else, you know what I mean? Then the world embraces it, like that's trash.
And try to overcharge it.
And tries to overcharge it. The braid hair got
Yeah.
This is what irks me, and this is with colorism and sexism as well. But it's like, for example, a man, for whatever reason, just chooses not to date a black woman, but glorifies a white woman with curves and she got a fat ass.
I knew that.
But it's not her.
I knew that. And we're not talking about this because we're mad, we're angry. We're not mad, we're not angry.
But it blows my mind
just
that you choose to not date a beautiful
Una.
It doesn't.
I don't care if you think I'm mad.
I'm about to say, look, me.
Sure, I'm mad.
I mean, it's
This
just
shit trash. Whether I'm mad, angry, sad, upset, happy, it's trash.
Right. But I'm saying you overlook someone else because of their skin color, but you glorify the white woman.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I've heard it so many times, like, you got a fat ass for a white girl. I'm gonna date her because she got a fat ass. And she white. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It logically does
All
not
you
even
hear
make
though.
sense. Hit. But it's just that mind frame, you're not gonna go far in a lot. Not just with the woman you choose.
Yeah.
But a lot in life, if you think like that. It's very close-minded.
I feel like it's sometimes weird because, you know, a lot of the times maybe black men will choose a more ethnic woman, but she has fake boobs, a fat transfer to make her waist look small and a really big butt with lip injections. It's like, bro, you couldn't just what did you want? The personality? Like, what is it that you wanted? She's, you know what I'm saying? So it confuses me sometimes. I'm like, you have, black women who are naturally curved or naturally this, and you go to which
loyal down,
to each its own, whatever.
Just a different
it's just like,
too.
I wonder what goes on in their mind when they choose certain type of,
And sometimes you look at too, you look at like the interracial dating that happens in the dance community, and it's interesting. It's always interesting to me to see.
Lord Jesus, hold on, let me sit forward on the seat.
It's always very interesting for me to see a black ass man want to date someone who literally like kind of embodies like our culture, and it's not necessarily like for me. It's never about like the interracial part. It's always about the fact of like she has what we have naturally. You know what I mean? Or she has learned to build what we have naturally. Sorry, I'm all in your face.
No, you're good.
And that's like it's a slap in the face. Like it's just like when like, okay, black women be tripping. I'ma date a white woman. I'm like, or whatever the other races that they feel like is dope or ethnicity, and it's like, bro, like every woman is crazy ass in their own way. Every woman does this. Every woman does that.
Yeah.
So it's ignorant as fuck of you to sit here and think that your mama black.
Yeah.
Your aunties is black. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It be one.
Pretty much, we do feel like that there's a lot of favoritism in the industry as far as skin tone and ethnicity. For the most part, what do you think? Yeah?
Hell yeah.
What about you? Most definitely. How you feel?
Yes.
Yes, but fuck them at the same time. Like it's there, but that don't mean you gotta not thrive.
So in conclusion, pretty much, we do feel that there's a lot of favoritism in the industry when it comes to skin tone, ethnicities, but all women are beautiful. Melanin popping right now.
Always.
I wish I had some more.
In conclusion, everybody want to be black.
Oh my gosh.
It's time to be black.
And in conclusion, thank you guys for watching episode 6. Stay tuned for episode 7. And thank you guys for watching.